most iconic location and perhaps even more impressive, clad in the home team blue at night. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UCLA Bruins. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Golden Flashes will put total leather to crank us up. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. White wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Running free. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Bruins. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Now, guys, when you think about Kent State, this is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the...
Brings it in down the left side. Breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Baker. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He'll take a shot. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kent State. Lining up for the point after and the lead. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting with drive down 7-6. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 49. Looking to throw on first down. He's turning it loose into the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this QB, you can tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
White going to attack through the air. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Sends it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Flashes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like,
there he goes. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. We'll give them a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air, it's Baker. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
but how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Golden Flashes will line it up on 1st and 10. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and safe.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. White wants to throw it. It's caught. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for it.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Miranda. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Amaro. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Maryland proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Terps team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bruins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. White going to attack through the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. looking to fire. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bruins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going over the top. Complete downfield.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Finds a little space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. White wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Finds his big tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep on the run. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
35, UCLA, 6.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He's going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. White going to attack through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Fires to the right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And the Bruins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He rifles one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Golden Flashes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's a heat. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Golden Flashes have their offense in high gear. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in cover.
And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll mark it down at the 30. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And the Golden Flashes, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll ride his man on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Finding open areas. Nice move to keep running. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. White wants to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He breaks a tackle. Just dismissing tackles. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And the Bruins come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires downfield. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. the period, and Kent State is out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Unloads it downfield. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting...
Scores on the sneak. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. White going to attack through the air. He'll take another shot here. And this was knocked away incomplete, and that's probably a good thing for this defense because they were in the neutral zone, and that was a free play. Defense gave them a free one on that one. It's now 2nd and 5. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it for a big play. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Shaw. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down the run. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. He'll take it himself. Runs through the tackle. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So
gets loose in the middle. Discards him with the stiff arm. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down. Finishes the run with the slide.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Golden Flashes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick toss. Breaks into the open. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Let's go. A run for the quarterback. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going right to work up top. Now improvising. They get to him as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in